Tonight, we turn our gaze to one of the most provocative figures in contemporary pop culture. A star whose style has ignited both admiration and debate. Charli XCX, known globally as Charli XCX, is more than a singer. She is a fashion provocateur. Her signature looks, a love for sheer fabrics, bold black ensembles, oversized sunglasses, and even underwear-inspired tops, don't just dress her, they announce her presence. Charli's outfits blur the line between music and fashion, performance and personal expression, making her a muse for designers and a figure of fascination for fans worldwide. But as she struts through red carpets, festival stages, and magazine spreads, a question lingers. Does Charli XCX truly dress well? Or is her wardrobe a series of calculated risks that sometimes falter? Tonight, we explore her fashion evolution, the artistry behind her choices, and why her influence reverberates far beyond music charts. Charli XCX's approach to fashion is fearless, a deliberate mix of rebellion and high-concept artistry. Her wardrobe is dominated by black clothing, sheer fabrics, and structured pieces that exaggerate angles and silhouette. Oversized sunglasses often obscure part of her face, creating a sense of mystery, while tops inspired by lingerie or underwear challenge conventional red carpet norms. For some, these choices are daring and empowering, a statement about autonomy and self-expression. For others, they may appear over-the-top or gimmicky. But whether adored or critiqued, Charli's influence is undeniable. She shapes trends, sparks debate, and inspires young fans who see her as a symbol of individuality. Her fashion is not just clothing, it is performance, identity, and a conversation starter. Beyond the runway and paparazzi flashes, Charli XCX's style resonates in everyday fashion culture. Social media is filled with fans recreating her daring outfits, blending streetwear with lingerie-inspired pieces, oversized jackets, and statement sunglasses. Designers have taken notice, seeking collaborations that capture her edgy, playful energy. Yet her influence goes deeper than imitation. It is aspirational. Charli encourages people to experiment, to mix textures and silhouettes, and to embrace boldness without fear. But with such visibility comes scrutiny. Critics sometimes argue that her style relies heavily on shock value, or that some outfits overshadow her musical talent. Still, her willingness to push boundaries challenges the fashion world to think differently about what it means to be stylish, daring, and modern. Charli XCX's fashion choices are a study in contrast, sometimes polished, other times chaotic, always compelling. She has mastered the art of layering, pairing sheer fabrics with structured jackets, or delicate pieces with streetwear staples. Sunglasses often serve as both accessory and armor, framing her face while adding an air of intrigue. Yet while her signature black and sheer palette is consistent, originality is not always guaranteed. Some looks borrow heavily from past fashion icons or current trends, raising questions about innovation versus homage. Nevertheless, her ability to command attention, provoke discussion, and inspire both fans and designers alike solidifies her position as a style leader. Charli XCX's wardrobe is a reflection of her music, playful, experimental, and unapologetically bold. Charli XCX's collaborations with fashion designers reveal the extent of her influence. Labels are eager to dress her, not only for red carpets, but also for campaigns, runway appearances, and editorial shoots. She is seen as both a muse and a marketing powerhouse. Her ability to merge high fashion with street sensibilities allows designers to experiment alongside her fearless persona. However, her wardrobe does not always succeed. Some outfits have been labeled overly theatrical or mismatched. Yet even missteps become conversation starters, reminding audiences that fashion is as much about expression as perfection. Charli XCX exemplifies the modern celebrity who transcends music, using clothing as a canvas for identity, rebellion, and artistry. The appeal of Charli XCX's style lies in its contradictions. At once edgy and glamorous, revealing yet artfully concealed. Her outfits reflect a deliberate play on perception. Her signature lingerie-inspired tops, for example, challenge societal notions of modesty, while her oversized jackets create balance, showing a nuanced understanding of proportion and silhouette. Sunglasses, hats, and accessories are not just add-ons. They are essential elements that amplify her persona. Fashion critics often debate the success of her ensembles, but this dialogue itself underscores her impact. In a world where many celebrities play it safe, Charli XCX dares to provoke, reminding us that style is not only about trends, but about attitude, risk, and self-confidence. Charli XCX's influence extends beyond just her personal wardrobe. She has helped shape contemporary pop aesthetics, where music, fashion, and digital culture intersect. Fans emulate her daring choices. Social media amplifies her looks, and designers draw inspiration from her audacity. At the same time, she navigates the fine line between inspiration and imitation, often reinterpreting existing trends in bold ways. Some ensembles are lauded as revolutionary, others criticized as derivative. Yet every appearance generates discussion, illustrating that her fashion is not passive. It actively engages audiences, shapes perception, and challenges conventional definitions of what it means to dress well. In today's celebrity-driven fashion world, what sets Charli XCX apart is her fearless experimentation. She is willing to mix textures, play with scale, and challenge what society deems acceptable in public appearance. Her wardrobe choices often evoke a sense of performance art, blending music, persona, and fashion into a single statement. Yet this approach is not without controversy. While some hail her as a trendsetter and icon of self-expression, others view some outfits as overcalculated or visually jarring. Regardless of opinions, she commands attention. Her style becomes a form of narrative, telling stories about rebellion, individuality, and the evolving intersection of pop culture and haute couture. Charli XCX's fashion choices are not simply clothing. They are conversation, critique, and celebration all at once. Ultimately, evaluating Charli XCX's style is as complex as the artist herself. She is bold, experimental, and unapologetically herself, a figure who inspires and challenges simultaneously. While not every outfit is flawless or original, her overall influence is undeniable. Charli XCX proves that fashion is more than fabric. It is identity, performance, and cultural impact. By blending daring visuals, high-concept design, and a confident personal ethos, she reshapes expectations of celebrity style. Whether adored or critiqued, her presence in music and fashion serves as a reminder that true style is measured not just in trends followed, but in risks taken, conversations sparked, and the courage to define oneself on one's own terms. In the end, Charli XCX doesn't just dress. She performs, inspires, and shakes up the fashion world.